Hi, I'm Heather Rees, a pre-doctoral intern here at Behavioral Wellness Group in Monroe, Ohio, and I am here to talk to you about boundaries and rethinking boundaries, potentially even engaging with boundaries in a new way than you have ever done before. So, boundaries. You hear about them all the time, right? Set them, enforce them, protect them. And what if I told you that there may be different ways to look at that? Let's rethink that a little bit. And the first way I'm going to suggest is somatically, or in the body. We often feel boundaries in our body far before our mind is aware of what needs to happen. It could feel like a tightening in the chest, pressure in the neck or shoulders, a sudden, headache, all kinds of different signals that our body gives us before it reaches the rational brain. So the next time you're in a conversation or engaging with somebody and you notice a physical sensation, pause and maybe even put a hand on the place that you're feeling, on your chest, on your shoulder, on your head, wherever it may be. And ask, what do I need right now? It will likely come in a form of taking a step back or hitting pause. That pause will give you time to create some kind of a relationship with your body that establishes a greater boundary between what is happening and yourself. So number 2, boundaries as living things. So we often think of boundaries as static, right? Set it and forget. I set that this boundary, this is what I need, this is what I want, and now everybody just needs to know that and walk away. I'd like to suggest that boundaries are more like living things, more like, let's say, a forest. Each boundary its own tree. Some trees grow thick bark to protect it. Others have vines that grow up that maybe cohabitate with the tree and support it. Others stay small, others grow tall. So you can see that boundaries are like trees in the way that they need to shift and change with time and circumstance and whomever you're with. Instead of asking yourself, is this boundary right or wrong? You can ask, does this boundary need adjustment, softening, or strengthening right now? What is needed today? And then tip number 3, whose voice is this? So oftentimes we adopt boundaries from our family, from friends, from work, from school, from the internet, from society at large. We absorb in these ideas of what we need as our own boundaries, sometimes without even checking, is that true for me? So this could sound like the voice of a parent saying, you're too loud, or you really should always give a hug when somebody asks for that. Or it could be the sound of a manager saying, you should always say yes when being asked to do something, or being tired doesn't matter, right? These are voices that often indicate what the boundaries should or should not be. So when you hear or sense a boundary within yourself, you can ask, is that voice mine? Does that align with what I need right now and what my values are? So those are 3 different ways you can engage differently and newly with boundaries. 1, somatically, checking in with the body. 2, understanding that they're living, growing organisms that change over time. And 3, asking, whose voice is this? Is this mine, or is this somebody else's boundary that was set for me? I hope that this was helpful for you. If this resonated, leave comments below, and I hope you continue to set boundaries for yourself. Thank you so much.